てもこの屏風が通さぬ。
Cosmic, 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 escape here.
of change. You never seen a drop of rain. Dead in life, all alone. What I want, I'll never know. Running round, chasing gold. In a desert, there's no rainbows. I've been searching my whole life, aging like a ransom wine.
Like rhyme. Milk's Beats.
Nigga, we made it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. So, sorry it's a little bit late. Trying to get a little bit of a promo on site here. Get some more viewers. You know how it works. Ran into some technical difficulties with that. So, anyway, I was looking forward to having Brody McDonald on the show today. But, excuse me, he's at work and everything. So, that kind of fell through. So the show is going to be slightly shorter than it usually is today. It's not going to be the 2 hours that I was expecting it to be. So I got two lists that I ended up coming up with, and then later on in the show, we got a video that I'm going to show you guys, and we'll have a little Q&A and a vote on this video. So we're going to get into it. As you can see down here, I got some for sale signs. These are the 8 teams that I believe should end up selling in order to gain some pieces to get better for next season. Because clearly this season just, wasn't their season. Excuse me. So, all right. First up, we got the Bakersfield Condors. I'm kind of disappointed in the team. Marna Tavares ended up quitting. The team was expected to do better, even to compete for maybe the 5 or 6 spot. Just haven't lived up to the expectations. Even with getting Reutman, having Kenbo and NFLD Tim. Tim used to be a big NHL guy. I don't know if any of you know him, but he kind of fell off a little bit. That's why he's in the AHL now. So, they still got some really good pieces for people to come with, come and grab. Yo Levy, Graysonium's actually a really decent lefty for $750K. Kenbo, NFD Tim does bring some playoff experience. He's not what he used to be. So they got a lot of pieces that could potentially help a playoff team or a team that's, in the hunt for a playoff spot. But yeah. So go on to the second one. Second one, we have obviously the Charlotte Checkers. I personally expected them to do better. I had Master America before on one of my teams. He was one of the better centers in the NHL level, a few years ago. So to see him fall all the way down to the AHL as a manager and have a really shitty season is beyond me. Like I never expected, him to fall that far. Excuse me, I feel like shit. They have some pieces that people can grab. Ferocious at $1 million is actually a really good steal to help. I would say, I wouldn't say the top teams, but the teams that are in the middle of it, he could definitely give them some offensive firepower on the third line. Surprise me, he's another guy on right wing that can really grind a puck. I played with him last season in Flint. He's an all-around good right wing, loves a forecheck. So I'd love to see him get a shot into, AHL playoffs this season. You also got Eagle 9412, the decent defenseman in the defenseman pool that was just terrible from all the way from NHL down to CHL. The defensive pool was just god-awful this season. That's just from moving to next gen. I just, part of me says we should move to next gen. Part of me says we should have moved to next gen, but I mean, there's no use crying over spilt milk now. Felissimo's not bad, but his tag is too much at 1.5, especially for a third pair right D. They're two goalies and Holtby being Yancer. I would say Holtby's the better of the two, but Yancer is still a very, very capable and solid backup. If you're looking for a 1B goalie, then Holtby would be the way to go. Other than that, this team doesn't really have much. I wouldn't go after Bossy. That $5 million price tag is it's not worth it. There's so many other players on shitty teams and just awful teams that you can grab that are the same range in talent or better than Bossy. $5 million. Don't waste your cap on Bossy. Not only that, he's a scumbag. Let him rot. All right, moving on. Got the Hartford Wolfpack. I really wasn't crazy about this team. I do like Dreidel J. I don't know Kaza Bombay too much. I know Potato Shack loves to talk a lot of shit. If you beat this kid in any type of fashion, whether it's hut, club, league, anything, he just runs his mouth. Like he's always got something to say. But I would say we'll let would be a very good option, but at 5 mil, I don't foresee a lot of teams making that kind of a grab. Um, Hamel 97 is actually a very decent right wing at 750K. Played with him in Rimouski a few seasons ago, but he was a goalie back then. So, um, you know, Bolevo, JDHD, Adidot's not very good. I don't foresee him being moved. Bio 37, usually plays left D, listed as a right D at 3.5 mil. I don't. If you need a defenseman that bad, go after Vio. Vio's a good dude. Also still has some thumbs to him as well. In net, Jason Buds is a very underrated goalie. I've had him on several occasions, several different teams. You know, just the dude, he puts in the work, and you know he's obviously their starter, and just not having a great season just because of the team that they put together in front of him. So, but it is what it is. Nothing he can do now. So, all right, let's move on. Go on to the Hershey Bears. It's actually a decent roster. Perplex, Jumps, Fox, Crunchy, Rain, Prodigy. I'm kind of disappointed in this. Yeah, you know, Poodle, Monster, Spaces Bark. This is actually a very, 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 very good roster. Just not. They didn't get it together. They didn't really do much to make a splash, and that's why they're at where they're at in the standings right now. Just, I don't think they can come back. They're 7 points out. They would honestly need a miracle. They need a lot of help just to get into the eighth spot. And once you get in the eighth, you're gonna end up playing what? The Bruins, and that's gonna be a no-go. Crunchy's not bad. Crunchy's obviously playing the wing. He's not playing center. 3.25. If you want a winger that can score, Crunchy's the way to go. Fox is another very good option. But at 3.75, once again, a lot of teams right now are very cap heavy and don't have that kind of space. Perplex is all right on right wing if you need a third liner, but he's had issues with quitting, so don't know if he's gonna stick it out, quit, or if he goes to a good team, he may perform. Who knows? Poodle for 1 mil, that's an absolute steal if you need a left defenseman. Yo, thanks for the follow, man. Monster is also another very good left defenseman at 750K. Race Boy's not bad, but at 4 mil, that price tag is just ridiculous. I don't foresee anyone taking Race Boy off of this team. Let's see. I'm going to move on. Next team is Laval. LD just hasn't had the success he had in the past, you know. Coming up with Mavaria and everything. I like the Matt move when they got Matt, they got Meats. They just couldn't get it together in net. Gave up one too many goals. You know, defense didn't play as well as it was expected. Oh, excuse me. I'd like to see Matt go to another playoff team and Meats. Both are very solid forwards, you know, 1.25 and 750K. Cosmo Kramer's another halfway decent center, but he's not with his boys. So, you know, if you get all his boys on the same line, then it'd be decent, but that's not going to happen. So. Papa Smoke at 4.5. He's a decent defenseman, but once again, weak bidding pool. You know, 4.5 is way too much for. Nicky P is a solid goalie. Look for him to come off of this team too, and maybe be a backup to a middle of the pack team just to try to make a push. Other than that, that's pretty much it for Laval. Next up, Milwaukee Admirals. Um, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't understand how Bishop got to be a GM again this season. Yo, COC, thanks for the follow. I don't understand how Bishop got to be a GM again. I really don't. I understand he had personal issues last season, but you literally apply for management the season after you're having personal issues and you're given a spot again. Now, I think he should have had either a 1 or 2 season off of management to make sure, things in life were okay. But this team just, it's got chemistry, crazy dude, bad juju, Carter, Terrace. A lot of people play together on this team, but sometimes chemistry just, you need to have skill as well, and this team doesn't have much skill to it. Juju and Crazy Dude played against them the other day, played against them in club multiple times. They're a very good duo, but their defense is really lacking. Steve isn't anything to write home about. Atri sucks. Outside of Jaguar Knight, I don't really see anybody moving off of this team defensively. Stero B is actually a stud goalie, so if you need a goalie for going forward into playoffs, Stero B would be a top end choice. So that's just my opinion. All right, let's move on to the Gulls. False Hope is taking over for NHL duties and AHL duties. With the roster he had, I'm really disappointed in him. I don't understand how, hey Lefty, thanks for the follow. I don't understand how he's feeling like this. He's had multiple teams in the CHL along with along with Poodle, and they've had very, very good success. And he's teamed up with Risto. Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. And he's with Risto. Risto's had success in the past as well. He was one of my GMs when I had Arizona. So he had Tukes on, and he built a Calder team right off the bat from nothing. And I literally mean nothing. Like, the team had nothing. So I'm shocked. I'm shocked they are the way they are, where they are. But players like David Price, Ralph isn't performing. Mario shouldn't even be in AHL. Honestly, he's a CHL kid. He's nowhere, not even good. Barkey's very good for 1 mil. C-Scott's halfway decent from 175, but I would imagine Barkey's going to get moved before him. If you're looking for a right D, Canada would be a way to go, but at the same time, the dude is severely toxic. So if you start losing, don't be surprised if he quits on you. So have a backup plan. Real solid goalie is Recycle Bin Hero. Week in, week out, dude sending me clips of unreal saves he makes. I've watched a couple games with him in it. He really reads the puck very well. So if you're a team that is looking for a goalie, that's another option for you. Last team, and another big disappointment for me, is the Syracuse Crunch. Boz, if you're in here, give us some insight, dude. Like, what happened? Because in all honesty, like, you had a decent team, and I don't understand it. Like, you and Gritty and Silent, one of the best lines in the league, and everything just goes downhill. Was it goaltending? Did you guys just, the matchups not fit into where you wanted them to be? I noticed going down the line, like, week by week, you were playing competition that wasn't as good as it should be. You know, you guys are playing second, third lines and, you know, shitty teams. Why weren't you playing against top end teams and allowing your second and third line to play against the bad teams? You know, you went out and got Mista Don, you got Swifty. Swifty's better than Roar, in my opinion. So, you know, Mista Don and Swifty can make a second pair or second line that is decent enough to beat up on shitters. You know, and then Roar on the third line with Caprio or, you know, Belted. Like, I don't get it, dude. What did you do? Yo, it's Savage, thanks for the follow. Pitcher Swag is another really good left defenseman. Check Diesel at $3 million. That's actually a very good price in this bidding pool. This team doesn't have many holes. It really doesn't. So I'm surprised. Yeah, but they just haven't gotten it together. So they got a lot of players that people should try and go after and pluck off of them. You know, Gritty, Swifty, Mista Don, Silent Soldier Cuz, Pitcher Swag, Sheck Diesel. You know, I think this team should just, you know, Picky Saturn. You know, this team should just sell everybody, get draft picks, get people they're going to re-sign for next season, and go on, you know. I could see Boz end up keeping Gritty and Silent to re-sign and have his line together for next season because they are a very good line. They're one of the best in the A, and, you know, even though they're playing shitters, they have played better teams at the beginning of the season. So it is what it is at the end of the day, you know. And then I ended up making some notable names in case anybody wants to take a look. You know, any of the managers that don't know too many people, if you're in the hunt, you want to sit there and look for something, you know, just a little something to, you know, go off of. But I don't know. We got any managers in here right now watching the show in the AHL? Hey, Tibernac. What's going on, man? Yeah, Holtby's a good goalie. Shut up, Con. What's up from you? Yeah, Holtby's a very good goalie. He's a good dude too. He doesn't cause any issues. He was with us in season 35 in Grand Rapids. He's a very good dude. Con, what are your plans going into the trade deadline on Sunday, man? You making some moves or what? I mean, I know he's a do nothing. I mean, I know Khan sucks. Like, everyone knows this. Everyone carries Khan, but I need to find out what he's doing. I need to find out the juicy details. Yeah, but if you wait around to realize that, you know, for teams to realize that they suck, you're going to end up losing out on players, and or those teams aren't going to realize they suck. So maybe you need to do some counseling to tell them they suck. He doing work, it's top secret. No, what's up, Chelios? I mean, what's top secret, man? Like, spill the frickin' beans, dude. Like, we gotta know these things. You know, let us know the sales, dude. Looking for D, looking for forwards, what are you looking for? Like, we're trying to find out here, dude. No secrets kept here. Anyway. Messing around. Ricky Bobby NHL, what's going on, man? How's it going? Give me a second. Get good, Con. I mean, not gonna argue with that. At the same time though, I can't really say shit because Khan kicked my ass. I can't when I play with you. Now Khan beat the shit out of me a couple weeks ago, so I can't say nothing. It is what it is. But anyway, let's get these shit teams off of here. Yeah, there's a lot of teams I'm disappointed in too, you know. I don't think like Cleveland, they're so close. They're so close. What are they? 2 points out right now? 1 point. They're 1 point behind you guys in making a playoff spot. I don't foresee them making a splash. Excuse me. I'd rather see a team that's hot make it in and actually make another team sweat and not just get swept. Oh, Cleveland? Yeah, no, I understand. But I just don't think that they're going to make a huge splash if they make the loss. I don't see it. I think they get first rounded. That's why I didn't put them on the sellers list. Because, you know, they've made moves that were kind of unexpected. I didn't think they were going to trade Turtle. They traded Turtle, which was just a terrible move. I don't think that was a good move at all. You know, but that's beside the point. So, all right. Let's get off of these notable lists. Gonna move into the buy now section. I'm gonna take your for sale signs down for you shitters. Not my lights. There it is. All right, so the first one got the Bridgeport Islanders. There we go. I've said it since a jump. Bridgeport's a good team. They just AT, Hones, very good line. Earth, Sophisticated's not. He's not what he used to be. He's not very good anymore. They do have the esports line, Teaspoon, M. Bell, and Israel. They do need some help. If they can get some players maybe as a second line and drop AT and Hones down to that third line, I think they'll do damage in the playoffs, and a lot of it. Their defense isn't very good. Elite, all-star Terrier. I'd like to see him upgrade the third line. Trade Sophisticated. You know, he's not what he used to be. Get yourself a right wing, you know, to go with Fox and LeBronto. Maybe a right D and maybe another left D. Maybe some guys that have chemistry already, and it might push them over. Probably get them to a conference final. But I don't think they're going to go any further than that. But I do foresee them being buyers this season. Not much more. Next we got the Eagles. It's not a surprise. Josh always builds good teams, you know. Dope Swag's very, very good, underrated right wing. Dax is back where he should be, you know, playing at a high level. I don't like Welch, so Welch shouldn't be in the AHL. They need to get rid of Welch, so they need to upgrade at right wing. G-Thumbs isn't as good as he thinks he is. Process is actually a very decent right D. Willard's a very good left D, which I'm surprised because Willard has had, you know, some success in the CHL, but he's also had some downs. So it's good to see him having a good season again. I don't like Smitty. I can't stand the fucking guy. Mortal BMW's a good goalie. I foresee them maybe upgrading on defense on left D and right wing. Semp is decent. So is Trav. I don't like Caberly as a right wing. Same thing with Welch. Caberly should have stuck on defense this season and just, wrote a 500K contract or 750K contract. Yeah, if they upgrade their third line, I think they'll at least make the second round. But I don't think they'll go any further than that. That's just my opinion. So next buyer is the Phantoms. Big Paul's got it. This team it's a lot like the Cleveland Monsters that won the cup. They got into trouble early on, and just now they've really made a comeback. I'd like to see them upgrade the backup. Blazing J. Rick is good, but he's not playoff potential. Cynic is going to carry the load in the playoffs, but you also need your backup to steal a game or two, especially like with your third line or even your second line. Games that you're not supposed to win, your goalie is going to have to be big on that. But it's good to see Killer K and Paula Brand and everybody's bringing it back together. I think they need to upgrade on right wing. Saucerman's decent. I don't like Super Roger too much. I also don't like Maltese Falcon at center that much. Maybe an upgrade to Air Raiders as well. So it's basically just upgrading the third line. Getting another defenseman too, because they only have 5 on a roster. So get another right D. That's about it for them. Manitoba, squad Cav, you got to figure it out. Get in the playoffs, dude. You shouldn't be in a spot to not make playoffs. Off the bat, you need to upgrade for Build Mafia. I like the dude, but he's not even third line to me. Like, throw me your TC. You can't get an upgrade for him. Your defense is good. Sky Kiro, gotta go. Dude's terrible. Get an upgrade on right D. Yeah, other than that, I think your roster's pretty set to go. Don't fall into the bullshit of getting Bossy to play with Chizikas. I know they're brothers, but they're not very good together. They haven't been good together in years. May need to upgrade backup goalie to SVG for 1.5 being a backup. He hasn't had a good season, so maybe ship him off to another team and get a 1B. Unless SVG is showing you something different. All right, moving on to Ontario. I want to see Vehi make it farther than the first round. 3 seasons in a row for playoffs and nothing to show for it. This needs to be his how can I put it? Not his last chance, but his time to win a cup. He's got Hudster, he's got Mimic, he's got Hold My D, aka Data 5, which, God bless your soul, dude. 5 kids. Goosey's good as well. Yo, thanks for follow, bingo. Right D here. Right D for what? You're in the wrong chat box, buddy. We're on a stream. What are you looking for? Anyway. For trade? Nah, dude. We don't do that here, dude. Don't do that here. Don't come in here and how can I put it? Put yourself up for sale. Don't do that. We're not into that fucking shit. You realize that putting your shit up there and trying to get yourself a trade is a bannable offense, right? You realize that. Well, conduct unbecoming. Can't do it. So anyway. Don't do it again. I'll have to bang you out of here. So any case of event, Ontario did pick up downtown 55 from Rochester. I do like that move. You know, he hasn't had the best season yet, but, you know, come to Ontario where they do have a halfway decent defensive core, you know, broom shit. I hope he's not playing on someone else's internet again. You know, that's just my opinion. But anyway, it's a decent team. Please refrain what? What'd you say, dude? What'd you say to get yourself timed out, dude? Thank you for making my night. I mean, it's what we're here for, you know? We're here to have shitters come in and, you know, prostitute themselves in for a trade, you know? I mean, you know, you're putting yourself out there, you know? I don't know who you are. I'm pretty sure half these people in here don't know who you are. You know? What team are you on, Bingo? Chico Bean? The fuck? The fuck is Chico Bean? Care to elaborate? Because I have no clue. The Seagulls? I mean the Gulls? The Seagulls. Alright, I gotta look at I gotta look. Give me a minute, because you're driving me nuts now. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll just make it sure. Chico Bean, what the fuck? I better stop that. Don't make me start banning people. Give me a minute. Seeing if I have to ban somebody out of here or not. You're lucky. I'm a nice guy today. So. Alright, now that I lost my spot and train of thought, thank you, Bingo. Because Bingo was his name-o, I guess. You know. Okay, moving on. Anyway, Vehi, get your shit together. Win something, dude. Third in a row. Third time's a charm. Get past the first round or you're a disappointment. Okay, bye. Anyway. Texas. So. I don't foresee Texas doing too much with their changes in their roster. Maybe getting a right D. Played Texas the other day. They had a solid team, solid roster. You know, Nicky Veds is one of the underdogs that I think has played very, very well with Suge this season. Maybe NHL 22 Swallows. Maybe getting an upgrade on right wing. But I don't foresee it happening too much. Defense, I would say, is the best way to go. Maybe get an upgrade on right wing. Won't give up too much on this roster because of the chemistry. I'm not sold on Kapanen. Kapanen's nowhere near what he used to be. So maybe selling him and getting two other quality pieces is another way to go. I do foresee them buying and making a few really good moves to make a push in, Suge and Kane's first season of management together. All right, onward to my team, the Marlies. I do want us to be buyers. I don't want us to be sellers. Um, we just haven't had the luck. The chemistry just hasn't really been there. All the players on his team are solid. They're very good. Just some of us didn't fit together. I don't really see many moves being made on Toronto. Maybe getting a left wing and, another right D. But other than that, I don't see too many other moves that we can make. We just got to get shit together and start playing on the same page. We're only 4 points out from a spot. So I do expect us to be buyers. Don, Ninja, and Ducky have actually done a really good job at changing things around. They did get #1 draft pick for Pagic, which I actually love that move because Pagic is an asshole and I don't like him. The cocky ass needed to go. So, good job getting #1 draft pick for him. That was definitely a steal, guys. Other than that, yeah. Moving on. Got the Tucson Roadrunners. A decent team. They do need to upgrade on, I would say, left wing. Harlan hasn't been what he was hyped up to be. Dixon's very good, but at $2 million, Harlan could definitely take that spot from him, and then them get another third line left wing. Save a little bit of cap. Let's see. I don't see them doing much with their D. Drover, LaRue, maybe making a trade to get another center and a right wing, but they do need a backup goalie, so maybe they could package some TCs along with a like a low end draft pick or something or even do Dixon for a third line left wing and a backup goalie. Because Killer is definitely going to take 6 games a week. No doubt about that. So, Ryan, I see you in here trolling. What are you doing, you shitter? I see you in here. You haven't said a word yet. Well, yeah, I mean, that's about it. Nice clip. Love the clip. But, yeah, in any case, let's take these down real quick. We're going to end up doing a little video that I made. Out of here. Gotta close a bunch of windows. Second. Alright. So, this is a little video that I made. It's called The Whoops of the Week. Now, what that is, it's a video of all the funny goals, things that happen in EA. Right now, I only have 4 videos in here for it. So when we're done watching it, I'm gonna get you guys involved, and you're gonna vote. And whoever wins, they're gonna win the Whoops of the Week trophy, and I'll actually send them a DM on the website and congratulate them for winning the trophy too. Just to let you know. So, here it is.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so
Oh, what just happened?
Excitement that he displays when that puck goes into the net. You know how much this means. You will never forget your first goal.
Oh, no way.
What's up, Randy?
What you doing?
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Guys, this is his first goal with this club here, and you know you never forget your first goal. I'm sure his teammates aren't going to forget it either.
The Marlies are going to have to find a possession game that looks a lot different than that first period. He scores!
Nice. Good shit.
In close, one of the game's better shooters. You cannot. Scoops up the puck now. Couldn't complete the pass. It's in the back of the net for an own goal.
All right, so that's it for that one. A second here. I'm gonna put up a poll for you guys to vote on, and we'll go from there and see who's gonna win this one. So, all right, polls up. It's for 10 minutes. 0, 1, 2, and 3. All you got to do is, press it, hit enter, and it'll calculate the votes. And then in 10 minutes, it'll end up, calculating the winner. There you go. Everybody start voting. Start voting. There's 200 people in here. Start voting. We gotta get a clear-cut winner before, we go on. Not downtown 55. What's up, dude? How's it going? Start voting, guys. Go. We got a 1-1 tie. We got 10 minutes to go. But anyway, Brody was supposed to be in here today. He ended up not being able to make it, so that's going to be another segment for another day. What I want you guys to do, if you have any questions for him regarding the league and everything, shoot me a message on my Discord or even send me a DM. And barring that is something that, have I missed the best comeback in LG history? Which one's that one? But anyway, barring that it's a respectable question and not something just being a complete troll, it'll be asked. Like, I will make sure I ask him whatever the question is. I don't know if he's gonna want anyone on the show with me and him talking. If he's cool with having other people and people want to come in the room and ask a question themselves, I'm totally fine with that too. But who knows? We got 200 people in here, and not a single person wants to hit exclamation point vote and a number. Like, how lazy are you guys, to be brutally honest? Like, you guys are being pretty lazy right now. Somebody clipped Harlan, the shit that I was saying about Harlan. LMAO. Nice clips, guy. Oh. Start voting, guys. Ain't no vote 7, con. Fucking nerd. Had to give Harlan an ego check. I mean, you get what you get. I mean, alright. Kind of like your team at the beginning of the season, right? You get what you get. Harlan's cheeks, they're nowhere near. He's nowhere near what he was in the AHL or the CHL with Shem. Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing because you know what? I'll even say it. Our team was trash too. Like right now, we're not doing the best, but I think we can make it. I think we can make it work. Oh, you want to get into the CHL? Winnipeg Ice? Hold on. I'll get into CHL a little bit. Man, bro, at one point Harlan had 14 points in his first week. Outside of this past week, he literally had 19 points since then. So he was what I like to call one-hit wonder. All right, let's go. Let's see how the standings look for the Ice. Come on. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Ice fell all the way down into fourth from second. Saskatoon took over. Wow, dude. In eight, what are you doing? Yo, that's getting a message. Literally right now, I'm picking up my phone and sending in eight a message. Because that's ridiculous. That's in eight. What are you doing? Disappointing the guys on the show right now with your place in the standings. Anyway, let's see what he says. I don't care. Con, shut up, shithead. Anyway, you know, to be brutally honest, in the AHL, I don't know. It's nowhere near what it used to be. It's not. The depth just isn't there like it was. The depth isn't there like it was, the past few seasons, even 2 years ago. It's nowhere near. Like, so I'm kind of not surprised to see some of these teams in a shithole because they don't know some of the names to go after. Like, Charlotte, they should have known better. Hartford, I was expecting to be terrible. Hershey should have been better. Well, what? Iowa, they were doomed off the bat, like literally off the bat. Their owner really did them dirty. Barracuda had a decent team to begin with, and they ended up screwing that up. Taking bans, getting suspended. They actually had 2 management groups take bans. Like, oh gee, where do you get these guys, man? Like, really? Are you guys gonna keep voting? No? Yeah? Yes? No? Maybe so? Or am I gonna close this vote down in a tie? Right now, it's only 1-1, and there's 193 people in here watching. So I really don't want to end it on a tie. Yeah, no. Alright, I mean, shit. Guess we're gonna end it on a tie. Anybody want to come on the show, have a talk about their season? Eamon, Khan, I see you both in here, management-wise. Let's see. Other managers in here. Lefty, I see you're in here, but you're not management. You're a bog, aren't you? Pretty much. That's about it, man. We are supposed to have more, but Brody's busy, so that's what sucks. I mean, if you want to hop in, dude. Like, I'll get you in. Give me a minute. Set it up. Telios. Who you GM of, Telios? What's up, Willard? Shithead. Alright, give me a minute, dude. I'll get you into if you want to come in. Give me a minute. Are you a part of the my Discord? There's my fucking favorite Willard. Yeah, see? Look at this. This is ridiculous. A tie. Like, come on. Amen. A minute. To can't remember how to invite people. Give me a second here. I'm having a brain fart. Oh wait, Eamon is in here. Hold on. Gotta change the roles, dude. Turn volume up. Hold on. Trying to enable your voice. Yo, why is it not working for me? Like, this is pissing me off. Hold on, Eamon. Give me a second. Yeah, pretty much. I do need tech support. Hold on. Eamon, I'm gonna send you a message. Because I can't hear you, neither can I. Second. Let's see. Thought it was in the roles, but it's not. Info, it's not in there. Not what I wanted to do. Here we go. I found it now. At least I think I found it anyway. Where's Swifty when you need him? Go. Yo, does anybody know how to get him to get it to talk for him? Shit. Because I'm literally going to where it was before and it's not working. In a second, I'm gonna ask Swifty. To score. Maybe his input device is in the wrong thing in his settings. It's changed sometimes for some reason. And no, I'm in. Yeah, he's talking, but I can't even hear him. I can't even hear you, Eamon. Yeah, like I can't even hear you. And I've done everything that Swifty's told me to do before. Give me a second. I'm gonna try it again. Profile. No, that's not it. No, it's not you, Eamon. It's my stuff. I don't think it's you. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, mic issues. Mic check. Okay, my mic's good. It's not that. Actions. Stream mode's enabled. My audio output in my Discord settings. Hold on. That may be it, honestly. I'm trying to find it and I can't find it anywhere now. This just spitballing here. Yeah, no, I know. I get it. I mean I did it before and now I can't remember how to do it. The settings, streamer mode, advanced. Like it's not even coming up from my audio settings. It's just saying appearance, accessibility, voice and video. Try something. Back to the server. Missions. Not a private channel. It's under voice and video. Wait, what's it called again? Audio output. All right, how about now? Talk.
Hello, hello, hello.
Boom!
There we
Boom!
go.
We fucking did it. We did it. Downtown,
There
you're
we
a
go.
hero. What's up, man?
Nothing much. How are you?
Same shit, different smell. Trying to figure out why I feel like shit. I think it's this weather.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, is it just gross?
oh, dude, no. It's just our weather went from being like 35 to 65.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So what's up with your team, man? What are you doing? What are you doing at this deadline?
Lots of pieces in motion. I don't know exactly, but lots of stuff could happen. Some stuff might not happen.
What do you think?
We got Mr. Froms, so we've been after him all season, so we're glad to get him.
It's huge. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's really huge.
Big 50 can finally shut up about me not having a center on our team. So. Yeah, so That was our main goal, which is now we're just tweaking some things and making sure everyone's avail and stuff fits properly.
Yeah. So what happened with that kind of losing stretch you had there? Like the one week you were like 1-8.
Yeah, we're still kind of. Is basically we made that big. We made a couple big moves, like getting. Like we moved Giroux out and a few guys out for NHL sundown pieces, and it just kind of messed with our chemistry a bit, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
So and Avail also played a part in that, but
I saw you guys got like what's his name? Flames.
yeah, we got Flame. Well, we've had him from the beginning, or Fluffy, you mean? We've had Flames from the
Fluffy,
beginning.
Fluffy,
Yeah,
Fluffy.
yeah, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like just Avail. Like we had to put Overs at center one week with them, and Overs is in the center, so it didn't really.
Yeah, it doesn't really cut out.
Just like small things kind of contributed to that, where the pieces didn't fit properly, but ultimately we got a bunch of like the moves I made that they should help us for playoffs and the rest of the season paid off a bit.
Yeah. So what do you think about the teams from, I would say, 7 to even 10 in the East and the West? You think anyone's going to switch? Yeah, you think anyone's going to switch around? Anyone's going to move up?
Let me look in the East. I think the Griffins, they shit on us one week, I think. Let me look. Or yes, they had a really bad week this week. They beat us last week, though, I think. Yeah, they beat us 3-2.
The crazy part is they're second in their division and 7th in the conference.
Yeah, like the divisions are a bit unbalanced, and like our division's a lot stronger from what I can see compared to the other one. Yeah, they're solid. Like they have guys that know how to play.
Honestly, I think maybe the Senators fall out.
Yeah, the Sens are weird. For some reason, I thought the Senators were like a bottom team, but maybe that was just at the beginning and they turned it around. I don't.
Yeah. No, they turned it around. They went on a real hot streak.
Like they've had 3 good weeks. It looks like since their bad start.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like thinking of like maybe I could pillage them a bit, but then now they're like in a playoff spot doing well.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the teams that I named. Like, I figured I'd go with a top, kind of a top 8 in teams to pillage because we all know who everyone's gonna pillage. Like Iowa, the Barracuda have been decimated. Like those teams, everyone's just gonna. It's slim pickings with them anyway. So
yeah. There's not even that much to steal.
Yeah, Misa Don and everything is gone. Nachos took ban. I mean, it's not really much in.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I don't know. There's a few that like. I think it's generally pretty set. I could see that Hershey could just randomly make the playoffs. I think like they have lots of skill. They just have not been able to win. Like 7 points. 7 points isn't that much with 3 weeks.
No, it's definitely not. They just got to get.
From what I can tell, they're not selling at all. They're looking to add, if anything. So like, they could just randomly sneak in at the end.
Yeah, I mean, if they sneak it, I personally, if I were in their shoes, I would sell just because. Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. But from what I've. Yeah, it doesn't look like they are.
Nothing really went well for them this season, so it's like even if they did buy, who's to say that it's going to get better for them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is at this point. Chelios, I know you were saying that you wanted to come on too. Are you in the Discord or no? Or are you just? Because if you're in the Discord, I gotta send you. Or if you're not in the Discord, I gotta send you an invite. Yeah, but I mean, what do you think about the Marlies, man? What do you think about my team? I don't hear people's opinions on that.
Let me look again. Didn't we lost you guys last week, right? That was a weird. Yeah, that was a weird. I was so hyped because that line beat 2 good lines before you guys, and then you got shut out, and we got shut out, and I was like, oh, what happened there? But yeah, I don't know. You guys have been kind of performing. I'm assuming like Ninja and them, they don't play as much or something because they used to be really good, but they don't seem to be doing that well this season.
I mean, they do play. It's not as
Yeah,
much as they used
do.
to. It's
They
just
just don't. Yeah, they're just not as good.
I wouldn't say that there's not. Yeah, yeah. All right. I mean, yeah. I would go that far. Honestly, say they're not as good as they used to be.
I just don't see anyone on 4 that I like routinely match in club and stuff. That's like
One
there's lots
person.
of guys
Yeah.
you see that are like super high skill that you see you grinding like 24/7. I don't see anyone on your forwards that are like that really.
I mean, the only ones that really grind is Ducky. Ducky grinds a lot, and so does Jets.
I know Ducky. Ducky's a grinder.
Two are pretty grinder.
Your D, I like your D though. Like half your D is people I like. I guess I can't really say anything like that, but yeah, your D looks good to me. I think draft pick's really good. I've been told he's really good.
Dude, they ended up stealing draft pick for Pagic.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm like,
moved.
yes.
I guess he didn't do too well for them last week, so they decided to just move on. But like, I thought he was their number 1 D, and I guess maybe
that's fine.
Pagic's good too. I think, right? So they probably.
I mean, he's good. He's good, but he's a really, 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 really big head case. Like,
okay.
I could be a head case at times, but this dude, he's got me trumped by like 1,000 miles, dude. Like, it's not even close. So, Willard, Chell is not life. You're definitely wrong. If Chell is life, I'd see you on this game 24/7, and you're nowhere near it. So,
trying
to see if
it
anybody
doesn't have to be your life. Just like you gotta play at least if you want to win. Like
you gotta grind.
For most people, you gotta play with. If you're gonna play, at least play like with your line a bit. Like
right,
for one night a week, and it's enough if you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even then, because it's so much easier for goalies to hop in and just
goalies are.
They just got to play, even not even drop ins, just they can get into a random group and keep playing as long as they're not like totally shit.
Yeah.
But
that's good.
Steve, I see you in there lurking, dude. Why don't you come in and just talk about your team a little bit? You too, Con. Stop being party poopers over there. Eamon's in here. Deep Blue, I see you there too, but you're a CHL guy, so I can't get you in here right now. Can, but you won't like it. Well, I didn't play club until yesterday. Well, I mean, dude, you got to figure it out. Figure it out, dude. Start being a.
Yeah, it's hard to like. My team last season like literally never plays. Like last season never played club, so it was this season I've prioritized more guys that will get on more. Con, I didn't say you were shit. I said I thought you were doing terribly.
Con, get in here, dude. Get in here and
you turned it around.
Yo, call him out. Call him out. Get in here, Con. You got something to say? Get in here.
Yeah.
Don't just sit there and be a keyboard warrior.
I don't think you're shit now. You were doing shit, is what I meant.
Con, you're a keyboard warrior. Get in here.
And then I stopped paying attention.
I got something to say about your mama. What? What is this? Where did we go from LG to mom jokes? Can someone help me with this? Like, this shit disturbing. Steve, get in here. It is disturbing. It's disturbing that you're not in here talking about your team and how terrible they've been. So, stop flapping your gums on the computer and flap them in the room. I want to hear the juicy gossip, and I'm sure the rest of the league does too. So, get your ass in here. Like, there's an invite to the Discord right above, right there. Just click it, and I'll bring you in. You could actually just come in yourself. Deep Blue, you're a part of the Discord. Come down to the gaming chat and come right in. You can just come right in, dude. I don't have it locked. Yeah, see? There you go. So what's your mom joke that you gotta say?
What's that?
I said, what's your mom joke?
My mom joke is that your mom is so fat when she goes skydiving, everyone thought the sun was falling.
Oh, all right. I mean, all right. Con, you gotta join that Discord right there in order to come in. Once you join, scroll down to the bottom. You'll see us in the gaming chat. Oh, excuse me. Let's get Con in here. Come on, Con. So, Deep Blue, what's up with your AHL team, man? Who's your AHL team?
The Rochester Americans.
Ew. Are you on their TC or their active roster?
I'm on their TC. I wouldn't say ew. It's more of because from what I've seen and from what I've heard, I'm not going to name any names to throw anybody specifically under the bus, but it seems that there's a lot of consistency issues that they're having where they're trying to basically make a playoff push. And if you could see where they are in the standings, they're kind of right there in the cusp.
Yeah, they were in like third, and now they're in like seventh.
Right, and a lot of the issues comes from the Buffalo organization up there where Bryson has been calling up a few people making roster changes where, they were doing really well. Then all of a sudden, Buffalo basically shit the bed, and here we are with some of the issues that Rochester has.
Listen, I'll tell you one thing. Buffalo was never good to begin with. They were shit off the bat. Yeah. They were terrible. Like,
I mean, any team that's named Buffalo is always going to shit.
No, I won't say that. I wouldn't say that. Bryson used to be a very good manager. He used to know a lot of people and had decent success. But something happened and he ended up becoming severely, and I mean severely toxic, to where not a lot of people could stand him. So him and Malcheski took over that Buffalo team, and
don't even start with the Malcheski incident. That was a shit show when that went down the Discord. That was top-notch toxicity when that went down.
Yeah, but it's Malcheski. Would anyone expect anything different?
No, I mean, it's not as bad as probably some of the other people that we know in our lovely community, like Craftsman.
Yeah, but that's a topic for a whole other day. I mean, just it is what it is. The whole issue that happened with them. The team was never good to begin with. They were never going to make it anywhere. Pretty sure the only current Buffalo player that has played on Rochester this season is Bengal. No, yeah, I get it. I understand, but
yeah,
I mean,
Bengal's actually on my CHL. He actually was on our team here in the CHL with Moose Jaw, and then he got called all the way up to Buffalo because they were so desperate for people. And what's funny is Buffalo had an opportunity to avoid a forfeit the other night, but they were like, "Nah, we want a legit goalie from our TC, but fuck it, we'll take a forfeit instead." That's how bad it is in Buffalo right now.
That shouldn't be the way to go. I mean, it's if you got people to play, then play. Like, if you're gonna get shit stomped, oh well. Like, who gives a shit?
Well, right, and that's kind of one of the frustrations being a TC on this team, where they're like begging some people to play when they need them, and then when you come in, they're like, "Nah, we want somebody who's a legit disposition." I'm like, "So you'd rather forfeit the game than actually play?" Cool.
Yeah. So downtown, what was it then, dude? I mean, you're really not on the team anymore downtown, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. You're on Ontario now, so it's really not something that is an issue for you. But anyway.
Gee, speaking of which, hey, downtown, still not in Iowa though, even though you asked them to send me there. Still here.
I'll let that simmer up a little bit. Con, what's up, dude?
What is up?
Airplanes. Hopefully they stay that way. So what's up with your team, buddy?
No, boys are starting to buzz a little bit. First couple of weeks were pretty shitty. A lot of one goal games. Couldn't figure out how to fucking score. Just finally figured it out.
Yeah, that's kind of the better thing. How to score, right? Yeah. The more you put in net, the more.
Yeah. So instead of games being 2-1 or 2-0, now they're 5-3, 5-4.
Or you're beating teams like me, like 4-1 off some stash shit. That was funny.
We also had a first weeks where we were just getting a lot of really good lines going against second, third lines, and the matchups weren't in our favor at all.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But, I mean, honestly, I'd rather it that way because then you're playing better competition. You're going to get better. You're not going to score 10 goals a night. Your stats are going to look like shit, but it's going to help you out in the.
Yeah, I mean, you also got full send on your team, dude. I can't full send. I can't stand full send at all. He got me banned on some slime ball shit. Like 3 seasons ago in season 37, he got me banned on slime ball shit. Like seriously. So I can't stand him. He's a douchebag in my book, but that's just me. Yeah, dude, I see. I'm looking at week 2, man. You got shit stomped by Wilkes-Barre, 11-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that score was bad, but the game really. I think after it was like 5-1, everyone just kind of. Well, so I think they scored 6 goals in the last 5 minutes of the third because we were literally just standing there waiting for the game to fucking end.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, after week 3, you guys picked it up. Week 4, you went 1, 2, like 4, 4, and 1, and then 5 and 6, you guys just took off. 7, 2, 6, 7 and 3, and 6,
1, 2.
6 and 3.
I think what was it? Week 3, we had 4 overtime losses.
Yeah. Week 3.
Yeah, that was
1.
That was a weird week.
Hey, a point's a point.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's helping us out. It's just one of those. I think we blew like 3 leads that week.
Oof, that sounds like my team, the CHL.
So what are you doing at this deadline, Con? What are you doing? I hear you're on some top secret mission. Elaborate.
It's not really a top secret mission. Just
The chat was saying it was top secret. I'm just going by what they're saying, dude. I gotta.
top secret because he doesn't know.
I would just say I was just following what they were saying. You know, like chat knows everything apparently, so I gotta follow what they say.
No, I mean, we got a couple ideas. It's just not a lot of teams want to move anything because realistically, they're only a good week out. Like you can go from 15th to 8th in a blink of an eye, like we did.
You guys had 2 weeks, so there's a difference. I mean, like the teams that are right now, you guys would have to have a full losing week, and all the other teams have a full losing week in order for like the Wolf Pack, the Crunch, and the Checkers to come back. Like those 3 teams right there should 100% be sellers.
Well, I mean, just look at, for example, like Grand Rapids. They went on like a 2-3 week absolute tear, and then their last 2 weeks have been kind of bad. So they're starting to fall back a little bit. So I mean, it can happen to anybody.
It's because they're facing better lines.
Let's see, so yeah, they had that 7 and 8 in 1 week, and then
Yeah.
2 week, and what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 3, 6 and 4 week, and then this week was just brutal for them.
Yeah, I mean, when you face better lines, of course you're gonna have, a shitty week.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Is they kind of got used to playing, third lines and top lines on shitters. Yeah, what's up, Dylan? So, but yeah, they got used to playing against shitters, and once they verse someone that was halfway good or a top team, they started getting shit on. So
that's what I'm saying. I would rather play the hard games and be ready for it than get comfortable shitting on people.
yeah, I mean that's how it should be. You should play good teams all season long. Can confirm. Wait, I heard a Grand Rapids mention. Oh yeah, you did, but it's not really important for you. We know you suck, Dylan. So.
Has had what? 3, 4, 5 He's got grade A chances.
Give me a second. Had to pause that. Whoops. Here, trying to figure something out. There we go.
Okay. Say, Con, I got a question for you.
Yo.
So I know last season you were with what was it, Adirondack Thunder, right? So
yeah,
you notice how now we're in a new season. We got the new gen consoles out. As the quality of players differed pretty much, like going from us being on the old gen console versus being on the new gen console, since like we have less. It seems like less players available, and it seems like in terms of having quality players available, have you noticed that affecting you as a team as a whole, or is that just something that hasn't been a problem for you guys all season long?
Um, I mean, for us, I got most of the core guys I wanted to make sure I got right off the bat. Um, availability kind of screwed us at first, and then a couple guys didn't really pan out like I wanted to, and then traded away a couple guys I didn't want to, but we just did. And then but I mean, if you're looking to make a deal, unless you really go for like a big name, big splash, it feels like a lot of these players are kind of the same. Like if you go look at the left wing pool, you might get like 5, 6, 7 guys around the league that are top notch above everybody else, and then everyone else just kind of feels like it's in the same pool almost. Um, it's the parity this year is kind of ridiculous. I didn't really think it would be like this.
It's more so on forwards that I've noticed. Defense, it's not as much. I don't think the skill level is just there for a ton of the defensemen yet. I think they need to just figure it out and adapt. But with the first season being really the season where they changed so many things, it's going to be rough because they gotta you gotta figure out, okay, here's my gap, here's poke check, here's hitting, here's what I gotta do, and then all of a sudden something gets changed, and then okay, I gotta adapt to this now, I gotta adapt to that now, you know what I mean? So it's a real pain in the ass, in my opinion. As compared to a forward, you're really not using a poke check as much. You're really just rubbing on guys, grabbing a puck, and going.
I definitely noticed a lot of guys, not a lot, but a few guys I wasn't expecting to kind of struggle a little bit off the rip. Getting used to the way this game's played. You can't really one man it anymore. You can't really dance through people like you used to because just the littlest bumps, littlest poke checks. You gotta move the puck and get rid of it.
Right.
And some guys just can't adjust to that yet.
Yeah, and as somebody who plays defense, that's something I have noticed too, where we're back in the past where you have these guys having like 50, 60 points as a defenseman, and all of a sudden they're struggling to get like 20. Where nowadays it's just a game of moving the puck as quickly as possible before you get nudged, because you could have somebody being at 6'7" and then lose the puck to a guy who's like 5'9" or something like that.
Yeah, you have a 5'7" guy with truculence on laying people out. It's kind of stupid.
Oh, yeah, no argument there.
This game is honestly more about shit goals than it's about good goals. I mean, the other night we went 2-1 the other night with 2 shutouts, but the first game we played, we didn't give them shit, honestly. Just 3 pucks fucking rolled in I mean, okay, I'll give them the last goal. We got spin wrapped. It was a nice goal. But the other 2 just bounced off like 4 people and rolled in. It's just the way this game is now.
Yeah, the game itself is not what it used to be. It's not. I mean, it's fun to a point, but then again, you think about it, it's like sometimes you kind of dwell and not want to get on, So.
I mean, I don't mind the game at all. I mean, it's like the more you play it, the more you enjoy it. If you just get on for an hour or 2 and you get frustrated,
it's time to get off and just be like, yo, I need a day or 2 off.
Yeah,
exactly.
Eamon, what do you think about that?
Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. I thought Colin was done talking.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Eamon, what do you think about that? Like what Deep Blue was asking.
What did he say? I was checked out.
My question was regarding to, because I know you've been an owner a long time. And my question was, compared to last season when we were on the old gen console and now us being on the new gen console, has the quality of players affected you as much as where you're at right now in the AHL? Because I know you've owned in the C, I know you owned in the A and the N. would you say the quality of talent has been affecting you coming in from the new gen console to the new gen console?
That's a bad question for Ian. He always stacks his teams.
Yeah, it's hard for me to like this season. It seems like half of the league is just like CHL guys I was playing against last season. So it's kind of like it's almost helped me because I know who was good last season. Sort of like if that makes sense.
Right.
There's certain like like a CHL top liner last season's like can be like a second liner this year. So I know which ones were actually good last season in the C and stuff. But
Yeah.
this game's also like really weird. Like there's guys that were so good last season that just have not adapted at all. I think that's a bigger issue with the first being the first game on a new or the first season of a new game, and it being such a. I mean, NHL's never that much different, but you can win with so many different playstyles in this. Just you can turd, you can like you don't even need to really trap anymore. You can just like play super aggressive and you get all the bounces and stuff like that. So I'd say that's been more of an impact for me.
And not to mention, like a lot of the things you couldn't get away with, like Khan was talking about, like the bumps. Like you can now bump actually bigger people. Like we was saying,
Yeah,
like you have a 5'9" guy with truculence laying
yeah,
people
yeah,
out who are
yeah.
like
That's what I
6'7".
use at center. I like my guy being small, but having truculence is really good. You can still get really good bumps and stuff. Like a little 5'10" playmaker guy at center that I use.
Yeah, I mean, me with my player builds, like this season so far, I've been playing with a 6'7" build, but I might be changing builds
Yeah,
to adapt to
Whoa.
a more speed game. But
yeah,
we'll see how it works out.
yeah. You can the people using power forwards at like on center and stuff. You can make your guy like I think he only has like one speed going from 6'2" to 6'6". You can like just be a monster out there if you want to. But yeah, I prefer my guy being small. I feel too clunky, even though the speed difference isn't that big. I feel a bit clunky when my guy's bigger, so I
It
like
almost
having him
feels like
smaller.
on a nightly basis, my big guys feel different. Like one night it'll feel great.
Yeah,
The next
yeah,
night
it's
he feels
weird.
like complete trash, and it's just like,
Yeah, there's no consistency to it.
Yeah, it's weird.
There is just none whatsoever.
Yeah,
Because I feel the same way with my 6'7" guy. It's one of the reasons why I'm probably going to change builds.
That's what I
yeah,
mean. Like, why 6'7"? Like, that's
Six
massive.
seven.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, and I can give you a detail on this. So when the game first came out, one of the big things I noticed was how effective the poke checks were without getting a penalty. Because a few seasons ago, if you dare try to poke check, no matter where it was outside the hitbox,
Yeah.
everyone would be getting penalties like crazy. The other reason is because now that we have players, who are able to manipulate their attributes where they can make speed, agility, and whatnot. And if you've got like a 6'7" guy with a perk like shutdown or lockdown or the bouncer, it is unbelievable how if you know how to play defense to the point where you can actually like box somebody out, it is so
Yeah.
effective one-on-one. And if you know how to use your gap control, it's like literally trying to get around a wall, which I found very effective. However, there is a downside to it. If you've got a team that's very good at moving the puck very quickly or running the unexpected Omaha plays,
Right.
that build can get burned very easily. So if you don't have good support on your own zone in terms of defense, in the transition, it can bite you in the ass.
No, that makes
yeah,
sense.
And what's even more crazy is I do have a buddy of mine. I don't know if he's still on. I can't remember what team he's on, but anyway, so he was using a 6'9" enforcer defenseman build, and like his ability to play defense with that build was basically the same as me playing as a defensive D build, but he was using an enforcer D. But that
Surprised they
reach
actually
too
allowed it.
is very effective too. Like it pays to have reach as a defenseman. It
Yeah.
does.
yeah,
I think this game is just set up to where you have to complement each other. I mean,
yeah,
a big guy
Yeah.
that can move the puck and pass it, and then a couple
yeah,
wingers that do different things, like one's close quarters and passing, the other one's 1T, and
yeah,
Right.
it's
Exactly.
yeah.
you gotta.
Everything's viable. There's so many different things you can do. It's added like a different element to the
It's
instead of
like
everyone's using the same thing.
each line just got to kind of complement each other in certain ways,
Yeah,
and it's starting to work out for us that way.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
just
yeah,
and the support has to be there. Especially with defense. Like I've noticed sometimes if a defenseman comes up on a play, you know, it's harder for them to get back now than it was last game. Like compared to if a defenseman went up last game, they could come back and back check on a guy that was already on a breakaway, and everybody's like, "Yo, what the fuck? How is he catching up to me?"
Yeah.
Compared to this game, you actually can't do that as much.
Right,
Like
you have
it,
to commit to doing it. Either you're going or you're not.
yeah, pretty much. And if they go, you have someone that's back for, you know.
Exactly. Like actual team play is actually more of a factor in this game. And the one thing though I will say that I don't know if this is just me. Again, like I play more in the CHL, but it seems to me that there is a less of a trend of defensemen playing up as they used to be. Because I don't see very many defensemen trying to like go end to end anymore, where they're actually either making a play at the blue line or they're dumping it. I don't see a lot of defensemen. Well, they'll just carry it all the way in, and then a winger will cover. I don't know if that's a trend you guys been seeing either.
I mean,
Kind of mixed.
scores in the CHL every game's like 6 to 8.
You're not wrong about that. That's not wrong.
Dude, I did a show last week about the sea, and I talked about them just beating the shit out of each other because
Like,
that's what it looks like.
it's literally every game's like 5 to 6, 6 to 7. You get like a 13 to 7 game, and it's like Jesus Christ.
Well, in the defense, I'm not gonna lie, down here in the CHL, it's very poor. Like it's very mix of what you get for what you have on defense. Now, I'm not saying I'm a great defenseman, but I will say though that the inconsistencies of quality of defenseman that you get, because you've got guys who are still stuck in the previous game or don't have the fundamental understanding of how to play their position, which again, it's a CHL, like let's be honest here. But I think it's also coming down to the fact that, you just got guys who just want to be wingers, but they're stuck playing D and they're trying to be, yeah, heroes.
I
But
mean,
it is what
it's
it is.
it's crazy because there's only one single team in the sea that doesn't have 100 goals against yet, and that's Kelowna, the best team in the sea. And then you have the worst team in the sea. Well, in terms of goals against, is Swift Current with 182 goals against. Like that's a huge difference, and that's not even the bottom of the league. Actually,
See,
there's no. I'm
Sag-
sorry. I'm sorry.
Saginaw's at 198.
Saginaw. I forgot to scroll down more. Don't.
yes, yeah, Saginaw is like is as a tradition of just being bad. I mean, now that we don't have the Q anymore, we now are stuck with the O and the dub, where the old joke was that the Q was the Moncton had the Moncton curse, where God forbid anybody takes that team, and then Saginaw is just Saginaw. Like I don't think I've ever seen that team ever make the playoffs ever. But in terms of what you just said, the goals against differential, yeah, that just if you look at the goals against differentials and goals against, it really tells you how bad the quality of defense is on paper. And if you actually watch some of the games, it's really painful to watch. And when I've played with defensemen in this league, either in like drop-ins, or just club with a bunch of randos, or even my team particularly, it is very painful to watch sometimes as a defenseman. Like it's like, okay, you can't do that anymore, or no, like why are you making this play or throwing blind passes? It's just it's frustrating.
I mean, this game has made it easier to play team defense.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of forwards have not bought into that in terms
It-
of what league you play in, though.
I
But
mean,
like, if
if you,
people bought into more of it, I mean, I think the game would be a lot better.
I mean, my team, we don't have the greatest skill set. Not a single one of us is going to be an esports hero here,
Right.
right? But we play good team defense. We do what we have to do to win, and it is what it is. But it's you see some of these teams down here that are just getting shit on night after night, and then you watch the games and they're just wide open 3-on-2s, 3-on-1s, and
Right. They're
at
getting
some
burned.
point you got to figure it out here.
Yeah. Now my thing is, all right, with you guys, what do you think right now the current management pool looks like? Like, do you feel next season it's going to be better, or do you think it's going to be around the same?
I
I
think
th-
it's be the same.
that's kind of a mixed bag because here's the thing. we still have a lot of players, I think, that don't have the ability to sign up because of the consoles. So depending on if we get more people signed up, I think that might change because if the usual suspects are able to get their consoles and then come back to manage, maybe. But if we're stuck with, let's say, the current pool now of what we have available and those who haven't managed before, it's a toss-up. I know the quality has been better in the past, but I think it's just going to really come down to, what the signups are going to look like, for the next couple of seasons. Because we are still in a chip shortage right now where consoles are not readily available. But with the current pool, I think it'll stay for the same for now. I have to agree with Colin.
So we had a question from Fratisov, for Eamon. What's your opinion on L Calyx X? Or L, sorry. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh man.
You mean Celtics?
Yeah.
Celtics, Celtics, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know how to answer this. Is he doing good this season, Fetty? Yeah, I guess you guys wouldn't know, but yeah, Fetty was telling me to get him in bidding in May. He's missed like 2 weeks, so I don't regret it, Fetty, if he's missed 2 weeks already. I don't regret not getting him, and
yeah, you can't do that to a team. Like if you have a guy that's missing weeks. Quick question for Con, what's your opinion on Dylan is cool? Dylan's shit.
You mean Dylan is clown?
Yeah, Con, go ahead with that one. You can have it.
Dylan's my dude. I never got nothing bad to say about Dylan.
There you have it, down. He's your mute.
He's my mute.
Why'd you trade Dylan then?
Because we weren't doing too hot at the beginning. It was just one of those things where like maybe the season's not going to happen, so we'll just try something else. It was a mutual partnership.
He's a clown, wrong, Con. I mean, Dylan's a cool kid. He's what, like 17? He's still young.
No, he's in college.
Is he? Last time I talked to him, he was like, shit, 16, 17. That was on Grand Rapids like 6 seasons ago when we won the Calder. I don't know. I asked you to trade me. Tell the truth, idiot. Oh. Getting called out, Con.
Yikes.
He did?
Yep.
I don't know. Look, I don't know. I'm just the messenger. Like I said, chat don't lie.
He's not wrong. He did ask. Like I said, we were playing like shit.
Dylan, you're lucky, because if it were me, I'd fucking traded you to Iowa for a bag of Skittles.
Well, what was it? Downtown tried to broker me to Iowa, actually, in our Buffalo Discord. Didn't go well. He got traded instead.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. He got traded to Ontario, which is a better team than Rochester. So,
Oh, no argument here on that one, though.
I mean, you can't really be like, oh, he got traded, because he got traded to a decent team. Like now, if he got traded to fucking Syracuse or San Jose or something, then yeah, I'd be talking all the shit in the world. But
no, but like, honestly, if I got traded somewhere that would allow me to play in the AHL, I'd be all for it. I mean, makes no difference to me.
Who wouldn't? Getting out of CHL?
You're not getting called up at $3 million.
I know I'm not. I can do math.
What's the weakest position on the Chicago Wolves? I'll give you my opinion in a second. I gotta look at the roster again. Hold on.
Yeah. You're not wrong, though, downtown. It's rough being at $3 million as a defenseman. I literally wanted to slit my wrists during bidding.
Don't say that on stream.
Oh, my
That's
bad.
a no-go.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a no-go. Don't do that. Yeah, anything like that wise, that's definitely a no-go. I don't yeah. But anyway, honestly, dude, I don't foresee that much of any weakness on their team now that they got Froms. They addressed the center spot. That's one of the spots I definitely was gonna say was weak, but they addressed it.
As soon as this trade goes through, it'll be our goalies. Wink,
I was
wink.
just about to say the only thing I could see a potential upgrade in need is goalie. That's it. Like
Yeah.
Osgood's okay and Vassey's okay, but you need somebody that has
Yeah.
more
Vasi still
experience.
hasn't. Vasi doesn't have a win this season.
Damn.
He's good. He's good, but he hasn't got a. He was on Florida in the end, didn't win, and then he was on Hartford and didn't win. So we'll get him his first win next week. But
Cross
Yeah.
is Mr. Raku the best demon in the AHL? He's not the best demon in the AHL. He's not the worst. He's definitely not the worst by a long shot. Raku's decent. They need a superstar G to make one. Osgood gets sniped this year. By who? Not you. So, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. I don't foresee many other teams getting a lot of send downs. Maybe one or two, but it's not going to be of like defense or anything. It's probably going to be skater, because all the guys in the end, they're going to want to keep their defensemen.
If you look around the end rosters, there's only maybe a handful of amateurs on forward that are capable of coming down.
Yeah.
Oh,
mean,
shit! Hold on! Look at this fucking guy sneaking in here without saying nothing. I see you.
I've said stuff already.
He was in here already.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear you say shit, dude. I'm not paying attention.
Open your ears, man.
Bro, I felt like shit the past 2 days, so don't mind me, alright? Like, my mind is up the street, around the corner, and to fucking Egypt and back. Like, it really is.
He literally came in here and shattered my hopes of being called up to the A this season.
I mean, it is what it is.
I know. It sucks being 3 mil, not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, just play better during the off season and maybe you'll get a bid spot.
Yeah, you're right. At 4 mil.
No. No, I mean, I'm not talking in the CHL. I'm talking about in the AHL.
Oh, I know. I've been trying for quite a while, but it is what it is. As long as I can play, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You gonna do. Batista, if you ain't that gross, shut up. Like, stop tooting your own horn, dude. You're mediocre at best. If that. So, what do you guys think going forward, going into the playoff chase? Who do you think gets in both conferences?
The guys on the outside?
Huh?
The guys on the outside looking in, who gets in? Or
Yeah, guys on the outside looking in, who gets in?
Honestly, I mean, this is probably outside my boundaries of what I may or may not be qualified to speak about. But if
you could speak of anything as long as it's not COC related. As long as it's
I'm not gonna go with that. No.
I'm just telling you, anything. You could talk about anything. I don't care what it is.
No, it's all good. I'm just talking about like my general knowledge, but
shoot away. It doesn't hurt to try.
What I was gonna say is I could see Manitoba making a push to get in there. I mean, looking at them in the last couple of weeks, they've been making some pretty strong pushes. If they have some consistency going down the lines, they could literally steal a spot from right there at the bottom of the race, right there with Ontario, or they could even knock out the Texas Stars while they're at it. Get themselves, because if you look at that race right there between the Silver Knights and the Moose, it's a pretty tight race right down the middle. And looking at the East as well, I mean, right there, honestly, anybody from where the Hershey Bears or dare I say the Wolfpack, any one of those teams could literally make a squeak right in. I mean, it's only 10 points. Any one of those teams could make in.
2 good weeks and you're back in it.
Exactly. Like, just strong, consistent weeks. Like, even my team, Rochester, could probably figure it out. I mean, if they have like 2 good, strong weeks, they could get in.
Listen, I will give you guys a little word of it. I hold the unwritten record of the most points out of a playoff spot at the trade deadline and making a playoff spot. When I owned Colorado, we were out by 19 points at the deadline, and we made it in the final game. And we took the best team in the league to 7 games. And the only reason that we lost is because I second guessed myself because I had a bad last week of the season, and I ended up starting my backup in the playoffs because I felt he went 1-1 in the last 2 weeks, and I felt he was the better key. And if I would have went with myself instead of him, we could have potentially won that series.
To be fair, in a situation like that, you could, it's basically, it's hindsight's 2020. Yeah, it could have been you, but at the same time, if you got a goalie who's got a hot hand, 10-1-1,
Dude, he was great. I couldn't take it from him, so I'm like, yo, you're gonna get it. But anyway, Eamon and Con in downtown. What do you guys think of it?
What was the question again?
Who gets in?
Oh, who gets in? Yeah.
The Monsters, they started out really, really slow. I mean, they can play. I've played them before, club, league.
Yeah, they had a good week.
They can get in easily. Laval, they should easily be in the hunt with the roster they have.
Yeah.
Like their roster's pretty damn good for them to be underachieving like they are.
Yeah, they might be getting more help too from the end.
So
their NHL team gave up, and yeah.
I fully Canadians literally just filled their roster for them.
Yeah. They gave us the first overall pick in Carolina here.
Whoa.
So I expect them to make a big jump, even after the last week they had wasn't that good. Americans, I don't think they can do enough trade wise to do anything. Hershey, they have Crunchy and Fox and Prodigy, but other than that, I really don't see too much that can help them. Kaz pretty much just built his Valdor team to start the season. It started off pretty good, but then it just fell off the map. I think a lot of the problems is a lot of these teams aren't going to be able to add the pieces they need because there are so many teams that are still in it. Like no one wants to sell right now because they think they're still in it.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the issue is, it's going to be, say 22 to 23 teams going after maybe 6 to 7 teams, guys that are even worth writing home about.
Yeah.
That's not really going to be anything.
And with not having re-signs or anything like that, like there's not really anything you can really sweeten anything with. Like, hey, we'll give you this guy for next season. He's already signed, And
there's like no incentive to do anything really. Just stick to your guns.
Right.
And even if there are owners that are kind of shit in the bed, they're just like, well, I'd rather lose 4-3 than lose 12-3. So I'll just keep my roster as is.
Right. And, with like a few weeks left out, their fortune could turn right around. Someone could have a really bad 2 weeks and then they could squeak in or barely make it, but it's worth the shot. What do you got to lose at this point?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you look at the East,
it's a tight race.
Even where Eamon's at, the 3 seed. Well, it's I guess the 2 seed with the Penguins. So they're only 1 point ahead of them.
Yeah, that'll be a tight one.
We're the 8th seed. We're only 8 points back of the 2nd seed. So one ridiculous week from us and everyone else going 5-4, 4-5. We're 2 points, 4 points out. It's really clusterfucked.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of too close to tell, I guess. I mean, you can't really justify what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. Plus, we got today's Thursday. We got 3 days till the deadline for people to actually be like, yo, my team's shit or I'm gonna actually make a run at this.
I think once Saturday rolls around, there's going to be some teams that realize, all right, I'm not able to add what I think I need to add, so maybe I'm better off just, just chilling out.
I would agree with that. I could see a very quiet trade deadline across the whole A right here because, like Khan mentioned too, like they might think it might be worth it. They're like, nah, I'd rather sit tight with what I got and just wait it out.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, because the way you look at it too is it really worth the gamble? Let's say you're in a position right now to make the playoffs, even though you're outside looking in, why take the chance of possibly disrupting maybe what chemistry you've got going on?
Yeah.
And then it backfires in your face, and then you just basically, because of the trade you made 3 weeks, before the trade deadline, ends up costing you a playoff spot, and then you're going to be kicking yourself in the butt for the whole off season of what could have been.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean,
this is like one of the tighter. I think this is probably one of the tighter races I've seen in quite a few seasons here in the A, because I don't think I've seen it this tight in quite a long time. Right, the trade deadline.
Yeah, there's not many teams like completely out of it.
Even the teams like Syracuse, right there in the East with 48 points, they have it. They're not mathematically out of it.
I mean, they have a minus 35 goal differential though.
But I'm just saying,
who was it?
They're one of the
Syracuse.
only 5 teams that has over a minus 30.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of mathematical logic, mathematically they're not out of it.
Yeah, mathematically they're not, but
yeah, like
The problem is they put their top line. They put their top line against shitters after the first couple of weeks. Like, they didn't play anyone that was like not great, but really good. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it should be. Your top line. Once you find out, okay, this is my top line. I know this is my top line. You should be playing the best every week. You shouldn't be playing, like, unless availability screws it up. But if availability is permitting to it, then you should be playing top lines on top teams every week.
I mean, it's not like it's so hard to line match because you really don't know who's going to put out who and when. I mean, I could say, hey, I'm going to play Eamon on Tuesday, but Eamon might put his line out. I don't fucking know.
But no, dude, just be glad it didn't go down the way it was gonna go down. We had the rule committee over the off season, and we were talking about trying to get it to where you didn't see any lines, like you didn't see shit until you jump into the game. That's when you see who you're playing. So you could very well, you know what I mean, like that. It's the element of surprise, and I kind of like it that way better.
I
but
like that. I like that idea.
That got shut down. I know why they got shut down though.
Why did it get shut down?
Huh? Am I allowed to say?
Send it to me. Send it to me in a message. Funny. Send it to me in a message, and I'll say if you could say it.
That would be pretty interesting, though, to have a mystery lineup deal where you wait till the last minute to have it. And you'll be like, oh, shit, I'm playing the top line. Or, oh, hell, this is going to be. Yeah.
I mean,
I can't see what the drawback would be. What would be the drawback against this?
Honestly, if you didn't know who was playing, like, all right. So say, like, you get on the site, you want to know who you're playing against, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? If you know, okay, I'm playing Syracuse on Tuesday, I'm not going to know who I'm playing until I get in the game. So there's no point in me getting on there. So it's all about site traffic. Like, I get it. That's fine. You know what I mean? That's good, you know? So, I can understand where they would, not want to do that immediately just to, I mean, especially come playoff time,
Yeah.
Because,
it's basically hidden for playoffs. Like,
yeah, I mean, playoffs is hidden, but everyone still gets on, and so.
I think the people were trying to say, like, if you if you got rid, like it helped with like hiding the matchups would help with people like dodging games.
Mm.
Like if a team's third line sees they're getting top lined all 3 games, they just wouldn't show up. So if they got rid of the ability to see who you're playing, they'd show up and like they wouldn't just be like, oh, I can't play tonight and
Yeah, but
skip out.
even still, like,
But like
if
yeah,
you're smart enough and have the patience, you can go through all the games.
yeah, you can
Figure it out by Tuesday night.
you can figure out your after Sunday, you know the lines are the next 2 days.
Right. I mean, it's just, I don't know. But going forward, I hope it's something that may be done in the future. I don't foresee it happening, but it would be cool just to test it out for one season and see how it goes.
I mean, this would have been the season to test it out. I mean, with
that would have
with the
been.
way it is.
True.
I mean, if they really were concerned about experimenting, I could see this actually working out very well in the CHL, and then let it be like, a test, and then before you implement in the A and the N, the CHL be a perfect place to test that out.
Yeah, that is true. But at the same time, there's how many CHLers to NHLers and AHLers, There's so many guys in CHL, and they all want to know who's playing against who. So it's
right. But at the C, though, the biggest issue that we run into is we get people who will, and like you mentioned, like they will literally dodge lines, and then they'll have these numbers inflated, so then they go up to the higher levels, and it's like, this guy's an imposter. And this also could basically...
Oh, thanks for the follow.
What's that?
No, I say thanks for the follow. Good.
No, and also as well, we do have where players will literally intentionally, ego somebody saying, hey, I can only play this and this, where they will force an owner to trade him, or something along the lines of like he'll do anything to dodge top lines and he'll have like 100 and something odd points. And that I feel like could curtail a lot of that issue we see in the C. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, it does. Like I feel like the CHL would be a great place to test it out if that was an option.
I mean, if they're gonna try and dodge top lines, they're just gonna sign up against the weaker teams,
Oh yeah, and they always do, but
they're gonna do that anyway.
But I'm saying,
if you want to play shitters, they're gonna find a way to play shitters. It's
yeah. Yeah, no, I mean I agree with that. That's with any league too. NHL, AHL, or CHL. They're gonna find a way to, play against lower levels. Or lower level players, I should say.
Yeah. That's not wrong.
There's also managers too in the C that I'd really like to see come up. Like Mancy, for instance. The guy's he's had multiple upon multiple seasons of successful teams. He needs to come up to the A and do it. Enough, shit kicking people down there. Come up to the A, move up the ranks, do what you got to do, and go on from there. So
at the same time, as much as that should be a thing, the biggest issue is management stability in the C. I think the C has probably one of the biggest management stability issues. But at the same time, I do think a lot of owners should move out from the C if they're that good for that long period of time. But I also understand the argument of management stability.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, you also got to think of management stability in AHL as well. You had a guy who didn't have AHL management, in Iowa. So he bid on a guy for $6 million, then made him GM, and the contract got wiped. It shouldn't be like that. It should be is all managers should be selected. If you don't have a manager by this time frame, then yeah, the league will give you one. We will assign you one. So find somebody or you're getting one. That's just how it should be. This shit needs to be methodically thought about, because what it was he was trying to from what I heard, he was trying to manipulate it to where anybody that was in the A that was quote unquote could have been a steal, he was going to grab them and pull them up to the NHL to make his team better, and then call up TCs to the AHL and basically screw them over even worse. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's 100% true, But, you know, you're a new owner. A new rule just got applied, you know, to where owners couldn't touch AHL transactions, but there's no management down there. So that's kind of a loophole.
Yeah.
So I still don't think, even if, say as if you quit, I don't think your owner should move a single person off of that roster, and there should be a GM appointed. The only way I would see fit in him moving someone off of that roster is to find a GM and that person taking GM. Other than that, no other moves should be made at all by the NHL owners.
So when when Nachos took over, Hot Wings was actually assigned to us through RA.
Yeah.
And he was on my team for like 5 minutes, and he was already Nachos AGM, and I was just like, "The hell's this?" Like, no one told me this was going to happen. Like, just take my player. But I mean, I talked to Nacho. We got a player off his TC for it. I mean, it helps the league, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, those things. Yeah, those things that help the league, like that's fine. But like I said, compare it to the Iowa incident. You don't just sit there and, trade or do whatever with, the AHL pieces. There needs to be a GM in place, because you know what, you're gonna bite your nose off to spite your face.
Yeah.
In the end, so that's my 2 cents on it.
Hey, gentlemen, it was good talking to you guys. I gotta take off. I gotta go to work.
Yeah, we're gonna end up probably cutting it short here. I'm gonna go relax too. So I enjoyed having everybody on. It was fun. Next week I'm gonna try and have Brody come on and everything. There's gonna be a Q&A with Brody. If it's not on Thursday, then it's gonna be on another day. It's just a matter of his schedule. I'd really like to get him on, and I have a bunch of questions from people that I'm gonna ask him and everything, just to touch on base and get clarification. So if anybody that's in here, you can fill in with some hot takes. What, right now, or are you talking next week? Like, if you're talking right now, you can come in and give a little statement real quick and then get out. Because I think we're kind of done for the night. 9/11. Right now? Here. Come on. Here you go.
Dylan is a clown.
Dylan is a clown. Oh, come off, Yatisif. That's the Discord. Join the Discord. There you go. Hey there, buddy.
What's up? So, hot take. Eamon's getting first rounded. There you go.
Wow.
That is,
Who just joined? Who's this guy that just joined?
Oh, this is
I don't even know
Yatisif.
him. He knows all about getting eliminated early.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, I don't see him getting first rounded. I can't agree with that hot take. I mean, it's an aggressive approach and it's a bold move, Cotton. So
I think second round was the better. Second
Yeah.
round would have been a better call out.
An actual hot take though. I see the comments going far. Utica. People sleep on him.
Oh, Utica's got a good lineup.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they grind too.
Yo, Utica is one of the scummiest teams there is. Like, and I'm not talking like trade wise. I'm talking about like scoring wise and play style wise. They make it work though. They are very scummy. I'm talking like pick and rolls off of people, going up to get the puck on the ice. I'm talking like turd shots, tip shots, exploits in the game shots. Like, they're scummy, but they make it work, so I can't knock them for it.
This game's scummy though. You just gotta take what it gives you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. That is true.
Yeah, they have a center. His name's Herky. He was on my buddy's team back in season 37, I'm pretty sure. he was absolutely disgusting. He just made the move up in the AHL for him. He's like 9-1-1 with them. He's he's filthy, man. Or he was at least last year. He's a really good player. They got a great pickup. I'm actually surprised.
I'm making a
Yes.
call. I'm making a call out here. Willard, get your ass in here. I got a question to ask you. Get in here now. This is actually like life or death situation, so you need to come in. I see you still in the chat. I see you still just lurking around. Let's go. So, what's your take, Fatisse, of who gets in and who don't get in?
Who gets in? Who doesn't get in?
In the East and West.
In the East and West.
Uh,
I think Providence. I think
Providence is a top seed. Of course they're
what are you
getting
talking
it.
about?
Providence. No, I think
They'll,
Providence.
they'll make it, maybe, I think.
Yeah, no, I think they have it sealed. I don't know. I think they have it sealed. They
Well,
have it sealed.
obviously.
For, yeah, I think. How's it called? Rochester and Lawville actually have some decent guys.
What do
I'm
you
not
like on
sure.
Laval?
Laval?
Yeah.
Don't they have that Sandy guy?
Who?
Sandy's
Sandy?
gross.
Sandy's gross,
Sandy.
but they have LD.
They have Belfour. That's my boy. They have Ron. They have the Meats. The Meats is actually pretty good. They have Nicky P. They have two really good goalies. Cosmo, I'm pretty sure he's been in the CHL forever.
Cosmo's a good C.
Yeah, Cosmo's good, really good when he's with his boys.
Yeah, he's a really good C. Played
Isn't
against him a lot.
it Cosmo, Freddie? Weren't they together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
Dingo is with them.
Dingo's
The
with
last
them
couple.
too.
No, he's in the C right now. He was on their team, or on their line the past couple seasons.
Is he call up eligible? I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
think
if he
so.
called
Yeah,
up.
yeah. He signed up late. He's like cheap. I remember I was looking at him a bit. That
Yeah.
line and bidding. I was looking at them.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lavelle makes it actually. Yeah. I'm
should make
not
it. With the roster they
sure.
have, if they don't make it, that's a big F.
Yeah. Another hot take. I'm not sure how Bridgeport is really in the position they are, because
They're super defensive.
Yeah.
They play really
Is that it?
defensive.
Yeah. Okay. That could make sense then.
But they've also played a hard schedule. I think Fleury throws out his strength of schedule, and they're always towards the top of it. So I mean, they're beating good teams.
Yeah. It's good for them. For the
Yeah.
West, I gotta go with my boy Harlan. My boy Harlan out there grinding for
Dude.
Tucson. Yeah, let's go, buddy.
I like Harlan too, but dude, he was so overrated. Like everybody's like, "Oh man, 14 points in the first week. Oh, he's gonna do so great." And then like the next 5 or 6 weeks, the dude guy gets like 19 points total. Done. Nothing. Like virtually no production.
They no for
Yeah.
real though. Besides Harlan, they have some good guys.
They
have
gotta
that.
let him free.
Yeah. They have Ryan Sturls, who I've heard is good. They have the Killer, who's absolutely nasty in that. They got Send Down and NVNZO.
Yeah, they traded from him from.
Nunzo? Yeah, Nunzo's good.
Yeah.
Nunzo's really good. That's gonna help their D like a lot.
They have Fuzz Miller. They have this fucking Dylan Clown guy, whoever that is. They got a good team, man. Drover's a solid D man. Lapo obviously won the mem.
I know they got Bushhook, and Dylan really like playing with him.
Bushhook,
Yeah, they got Bushhook from us in Toronto. Well, not from us, but they traded him for Darky and somebody else, and then ended up shipping Bushhook to Tucson, San Jose.
So yeah, I think Tucson might actually win the Western Central. I have no doubt. Texas is also good on that side. I think Canucks seal the Western Pacific, but I also think Henderson has a good chance. So do the Firebirds. Firebirds also have a good team. Henderson Henderson has a really solid lineup. They're just,
Henderson's weird. Like
yeah,
nothing about them like stands out or says we're gonna beat the shit out of you, but they still
that's
win
true.
games.
They trap all three lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, they're ridiculous with the trap.
And JT13's like really good.
Oh,
He's one of the best
cracked.
goalies.
Yeah.
I play
Also, like
esports with him, and he's
GRG, both
gross.
their goalies are cracked, and they carry the hell out of them.
Yeah. If they can get some more defensive pieces at the deadline that are more stay at home, it's gonna be real hard to beat.
Yeah, if they obviously have Patrick, who's one of the better D-men in the A right now. You don't think so?
We were talking about that earlier.
Dude, Patrick. No, dude. We lost a lot of our games because Patrick likes to act like he's a fourth forward.
Oh, is that what he's doing now?
Yeah, dude, he's nowhere near what he used to be. He plays the fuck around now, and it's just like he pissed me off in the other game. Like the last game of this week for me was on Monday. It was against Texas. We're up 3-1. He's still acting like the fourth forward and jumping up. He literally sends me a message, dude, I'm playing 0 defense and we're winning. I said, are you serious right now? They make it 3-2 from a 3-on-1. I said, dude, get back. I'm done with this shit. I said, play seriously. I'm like, if you want to fuck around, I said, do it on your time. Don't do it on my time. Like, I'm trying to be cool, but you've done this style of play for weeks, and it clearly doesn't work. It's cost us a lot of games. We got shit stomped by the Dylan and Bush hook line 7-1 because of the way he was playing. Like, it was just ridiculous. And, I felt bad for Recoup because, you know what, he's facing constant 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s, and, he's getting shit on just because of his defensive partner not doing what he's supposed to do. And he's like, yo, dude, my bad. I'm like, dude, it's not your fault. Like, don't worry about it. It's not you. It's him. Like, so he got traded, but draft pick is definitely, in my opinion, an upgrade.
You guys got draft pick, right? Number 1 draft pick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in return.
Yeah, he used to be really good, bro. He used to actually be really good.
I was laughing at his when he got traded, he posted in the shop box like, "What did I do?"
Yeah, he's like, "What did I do?" It's like, he's like, "What did I
on
do?"
Their top line, I think, is their number 1 D, and they're like a good team too. I guess they must know Patrick or something. He's like buddies with them. Assume that'd be.
Yeah, he has to be. Like, there has to be something there that they know that, because you don't just trade a really, really good defenseman for.
I can see Patrick and Brown knowing each other from I3.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Ren, threes guys, all of them.
Yeah.
Who's still in? Is there a manager in here with me still? Con.
Yeah, Con.
Yeah.
It's Con. Let's see.
I'm surprised the Firebirds aren't in first. Actually, they have some really good players.
They had a 6-game losing streak.
Actually.
Okay. Retna just told me Tolerant and Patrick are boys.
Yeah.
There you go. That'd be why.
Yeah. I spent some time with Alphax Fallen in the end on the Sens this season. He got sent down, but he's definitely a first, second line guy in the A easily. Moves the puck quick. He's good. Bar down Brad obviously had a good season last season. Get Guzdog.
Yeah. Brown keeps getting moved for cheap everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
He's got moved multiple times for like pretty good return or like good trades for the team that got him.
Yeah.
Oh, the Firebirds have 10 play. That's Eamon's BFF.
Who?
10 play. He's gross, but he could also just ruin your team. So
he was running that enforcer build for Texas.
Yeah. After they got blown out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's also a move where they could win the whole thing because he's that good.
Yeah, but
if you put him top line center, top line right wing, he'll dominate.
He's just got to be careful because they actually don't. They hate it when people play Enforcer. They think they're trolling.
Yeah.
And they say something about suspensions.
He just says that when he's like they got blown out, so he just did that, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at his PSN, he's like a 20, like he averages like 24 wins a season PSN AHL.
Damn.
Like he's really good. PSN AHL's not as good, but he's like probably like one of, if not the best right wingers on PSN AHL, and
Right.
has been for like years.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I don't know. This
Yeah.
trades are trades, I guess. Like it's people are willing to give up, better stuff for less. It's kind of on them,
Yeah.
Another hot take, actually.
Oh God.
I think Gaiman's second or third line actually kills Springfield's first. I do not see anything in that team.
What?
I don't. Literally don't.
I will say, because I was also kind of surprised Springfield was doing this well, because that team is basically
It's hard or not. It's Iowa.
Iowa ECHL, yeah, it's basically that team. But on Fleury's strengths of schedule, they were like, I think
Dead
they're like by
last.
far like there's no
Yeah.
one even close to them on like the
Yeah.
easiest schedule so far. So
Yeah.
I could be playing into their record. Like it goes from, I mean, his sheet is kind of formatted weird. The gap isn't actually as big as it visually looks, but there's no one even close to them. It's like a slow line and then just like a drop off a cliff to their team for easiest opponent win percentage.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
But
how
they do have like Gunna Flip's really good.
Oh, boys, I just got
From
traded.
what I know.
You just got traded.
I wonder where you got traded, Fetty. I wonder.
Wait, news. I gotta see this. Where'd you get traded? Wait, Miniwick and Boston Sniper for what is it?
In the
Trefisa?
NHL.
Oh, NHL. Oh wait, you're in NHL? I thought you were in A.
Oh, he's a biggie.
That's a fucking AHL show, you shitter. What are you doing in here?
I'm just bringing in some hot takes. I don't know.
Sorry, Jackson.
I wonder why he wanted to come on the show now.
Because he knows where he belongs. That's why.
Yeah.
His payment for the roster spot checked out.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome to the squad, Fetty.
Right.
Happy to have you.
I mean,
Wait.
You could have just asked Rocket to drop you down.
No. No, sorry. No. Rocket dished me for a guy he like waived in a week, I'm pretty sure. Busy? Do you guys still have him?
No, he called Mizzy back up and traded him.
Oof. Who do you
Busy was fucking good.
Yeah. I'm not
Oh, here's another one. Not a Fox given for Ferocious.
Oh.
That's a really good trade. Bridgeport won that one.
Not a Fox given for
He's not as good as he used to. Ferocious is way better.
Ferocious? So then that's a win for Bridgeport.
That's actually a big one. Huge one for them.
They're in 5th place right now, right, Toon?
Yeah. And I don't think they're gonna go any higher, but I don't think they're gonna go lower. I think they're gonna stay right where they are and fluctuate between 4th and 5th. And they're a really good team. If they can get 3 solid lines rolling, they're gonna be another team that's hard to beat. I think that about does it for today. I mean, I think we've pretty much covered everything and then some. So.
Yeah, this was a long one.
Yeah, it was, dude. Usually I don't have a show this long. I mean, all right.
You could do one more thing. Check the news feed in the N or the A, maybe.
Check the news feed in the A.
In the A, yeah, just to the last little thing there.
Oh, to the Wolves. Oh shit. Oh man.
I had to get my little boy back. That sounded creepy.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that on stream.
Yeah, that was a little creepy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
My CHL goalie. There we go. CHL goalie of the year. About to be AHL goalie of the year.
Yeah, it's the way to go, dude. Like, damn, dude, that's a steal. That's a steal. I mean, It is what it is.
I had to do some begging to the Canes, but they helped me out there.
Yeah, Chicago's ended on
I got them the first overall picks, so they can get me guys. Yeah.
Yeah, because that first overall pick's going to be worth a lot of dough.
Yeah. Mr. Jose is their
say
buddy, so
yeah.
they're pretty happy if they can land first overall.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna call it here. Thanks for everybody for coming in.
That was a good.
If you guys want to come on again, just let me know. I'll probably have another one next week. Like I said, I'm hoping to have Brody on. Maybe a couple other guys. We'll see what happens there. So, if anybody in the regular chat, you guys have questions for Brody or whatever, and want to shoot me a message. Like I said, as long as it's something that's not unacceptable, I'll ask them on the show. If you want it to be anonymous, I'll keep it anonymous. If you want me to say who you are, I will. So, but yeah. All right, gentlemen. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, have a good one.
Later, guys. All right, boys. We're gonna end it here. So, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you next week.